Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is MariaOchs and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I just finished this book. Oh boy. It's kind of scary, very violent. Just like a lot of death, as you could probably tell from the title. But look, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, but I am just like, it was such a good book. There were so many like plot points. So I guess I'm just gonna like do a book review. Not something I thought I was ever gonna do on this channel, but you know, here we are. So there's probably I'm gonna spoil the book. So obviously you should still go and read it, but I'm just gonna talk about it, you know? So it's about this girl. Her name is Cordelia. She has the same name as her great aunt, but she goes by Delia, I guess. And so she inherited this house from her great aunt because her great aunt died. And so she has a younger sister named Janie and then her two parents. So they get there, and from the start, Delia is just like exploring the house, but she knows that there's something off. She knows that there's like spirits there and stuff, and like it's a whole thing. And sorry, don't mind my little sisters in the background. Check them out on the podcast though. They were in the family episode. Anyway, it's us with M and C. So she realizes there's something off, and she tells her parents, and she's like, I need to leave. There's something wrong, obviously. And her parents are like, no, well, it's more of her dad. Her mom doesn't really like it there either. But more of her dad is like, no, you'll be fine. Suck it up. We'll be here for the summer. And she tries to leave, but they don't let her. So she's like, okay, I'll stay the night. I'll leave in the morning, because it's like this huge storm, right? And so then they go to sleep in this room. And this house on the front, it used to be like a mental institute. And so they're in like the warden room, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. And they're there. And her little sister, there's like things on the beds to like, in case someone was like kind of going crazy, to like keep them there, you know? And so her sister like tied herself in, but she blamed it on Delia so that Delia would get in trouble. And so then her parents come in because Janie is freaking out, and her parents blame Delia. And Delia's like, I didn't do it, because she didn't. And so then she's like trying to get out again, but they lock her in the room. Guys, please don't lock your kid in a room when she's clearly not okay. And don't leave her in there alone. Like, anyway. So then she kind of like watches herself get pushed out a window. And so she's like died in real life. And so she becomes this ghost, right? And so her parents come in the next morning and they're like, oh, she's dead. Oh, shoot. You know. And her dad's like, how could she do this? And I'm sorry. Obviously, killing yourself is bad. Please do not do that. But also, don't lock your daughter in a room at this place you've been at for like 3 hours? The dad was just not it for me. And I think that was kind of the point, but seriously. And so then she's this ghost, right? And she's just chilling there. But since she died at the house, she can't leave like the property. And so she's upset, and her family leaves. And it's just a whole thing. And then apparently there's a bunch of ghosts there. Like, a lot of people have died there. And so So then she's just like kind of chilling there, and then she meets this guy, and apparently all the female ghosts in the house, they like can't leave the house, but there's this guy who died outside the house, so he just like lives outside, and all the girls inside like can't go out, but Delia can go out, so she meets Theo. I think that was his name. And so then she kind of gets mad at him because he tells her like she can't go with her family, and that's how she finds out she can't leave the property. And so then she like lays on the ground, and like 6 months pass because time is weird as a ghost. And so then she goes inside and like meets some of the other girl ghosts, and she like kind of makes friends with them. And then her best friend and her ex-boyfriend like show up to the house because her best friend wants closure. And so then her best friend and her old boyfriend like get together, and she gets really upset, and she almost like kills them both, which is like not good, but they survive. And so then some more stuff happens, and she's talking to this other ghost, Eliza, and they kind of like talk, and they realize there's something evil in the house. And so there's this other ghost girl named Maria, no relation, and so then she always thought Maria was like evil, but Maria was actually a good ghost. And it turns out that Florence, who was the other girl ghost she was hanging out with Eliza, was actually the evil one. And at this point I'm like, yo, what? Like, I had to like put down the book and pause a minute there. I was like, hold on. You're telling me that this gal that everybody likes was the evil one? Yeah, she was. Okay. And so Maria, who like died as a little girl, everyone thought that she electrocuted herself and the nurse, but they actually ate this poison cake. But no one knew because they never talked to Maria, because they thought she was like evil and she was gonna like hurt them, you know? So then Florence, who's the evil one, drops this bomb, and it's like, oh yeah, that other ghost lady you met? Yeah, that was Maria's mom. And I was like, yo, what? The plot points in this thing are insane. Props to Katie Alender. Yeah, yes. This was a great book. Props to you, dude. And then you find out that Maria's mom, whose name is Penitence, she was the one who made the cake, the poison cake that Maria and the nurse ate, because she wanted to kill her dad, because her dad put her in the institute just because he could, because he was like just a power hog, you know? And I was like, Penitence was in the asylum because her dad didn't like the fact that she was having a baby, and then she had the baby, which was Maria, but they separated them, and then she ended up killing her daughter, but not on purpose. The fact that she wanted to kill her dad was not good either, not condoning that, just saying. But holy cow. And then Delia and Eliza realize that Florence is evil and the house is evil, and it's like having them trapped there, right? Okay. So then Delia's mom and her little sister Janie, who now goes by Jane, they come back to the house, and Delia's mom and her dad split up after Delia died. Okay, so then Delia and Janie go through this whole thing to like figure out that in the incinerator there's like this black fire, and it's like evil spirits. Oh yeah, and Delia can like handle salt, which hurts all the other ghosts and spirits and stuff. So she's been killing the evil spirits by throwing salt at them, right? Okay, so then they find this incinerator thing with all this black fire, and then her great something granddad shows up. I can't remember his, I think it's like Maxwell. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Oh, I try and find his name. Oh, it's almost here. It's almost. Oh. Oh. Hold on, it's on this page. Maxwell, yep. I knew it. Maxwell Pippin. Okay. He shows up and is like, you can't like save your family and destroy all the evil in this house. If you just stop, I'll let you all go. And she's like, yo, dude, you were the one that pushed me off the pushed me out of the window and made me die, and now you're saying you're just gonna let me go? I don't think so. So then they destroy the incinerator, and Delia sacrifices herself, and she like covers it so that she takes the force of the explosion. And then her parents get out, but since Janie was like the one who had to put the drop of blood, it was like innocent blood, she was still down there. But Delia, like, went, like, she died as a ghost, or maybe she like went to like some type of heaven. I don't know. She was just like, she was like all perfect again, because like as ghosts you could like get hurt, but then she was like a higher level of a ghost, I guess, maybe an angel, I don't know. But then the other ghosts that were in the house, like Maria Penitence and Maria's nurse, they were trying to like carry Janie out, but they weren't strong enough. And so then Florence, the evil one that Delia trapped with like a ring of salt, should have mentioned that earlier, sorry. She's like, I can help you. And they're like, why would we trust you? And she's like, well, the house is done. Like, everyone can leave now. They're not like stuck to it. So there's no point in me staying. Like, I'm not connected to it anymore, because she was like connected to the evil stuff. And so Maria's like, all right, I mean, she's right. What do we have to lose? Like, we're gonna die anyway, or we're already dead, but we'll just like, move on, I guess. So she like breaks the circle of salt, which she also has that ability to break salt, which is kind of cool. It like kind of like hurts her arm or wherever she touches it, but she like breaks it. And then Florence helps them get Delia's little sister Janie out to safety with their parents. And then Delia, as like a higher ghost, I guess, like talks to her family and like tells them that she loved them, and she knows that they'll like remember her. And so she's kind of at peace. And then all the other ghosts become like higher ghosts, which is just what I'm calling them at this point. And yeah, so then they're all like they're not happy to be dead, obviously, but they finally like got their closure, and now they can just like roam the world, And yeah. So it was a really good book. I liked the ending. Delia kind of got with Theo in a sense, and then they kind of like went their separate ways, which I was kind of sad about, because I liked them. They were cute. But it was really, really good. I just had to talk about it. I don't know if I'll post this. If I do, tell me if you want more book reviews or like what type of videos you like watching. And yeah, that's about it actually. So yeah, go read this book, and yeah, stay happy, be yourself, drink water, stay hydrated, all that good stuff. Bye guys.